Hello and welcome back to Emerald Headingley Stadium, home of the Leeds Rhinos, and today the Leeds Rhinos women for the latest round of the Women's Super League, Leeds versus Castleford. So we are going to take you through the lineups now as we get ready for this game to kick off in just short of 5 minutes. So for the Rhinos, at fullback, Caitlin Beavers. Your wingers, Fran Goldthorpe and Madison Laverick. In the centres, Chloe Kerrigan and Sophie Nuttall. At 6, Shannon Lacey. 7, Courtney Hill. Your props are Danielle Anderson and Amy Johnson. At 9, Tash Gaines. In the second row, Amy Staveley and Shah Booth. And at loose, Elle Frayne and Adam Cuthbertson is the coach. So now we'll start to take a look at the Castleford lineup. At 1, Tara Stanley. Wingers, Courtney Poynton and Kelsey Gentles. In the centres, Maisie Lum and Lacey Owen. At 6 and 7, Georgia Roach and Lucy Eastwood. The props, Emma Lumley and Grace Field. At 9, Jasmine Cudjoe. And in the second row, Holly Dodd and Shona Hoyle, with former Rhino Rhiannon Marshall at loose, with Lindsay Anfield as their head coach. So here are the benches. For the Rhinos, Danica Prim, Kira Bennett, Ellie Oldroyd and Ness Harriman. And for the Tigers, Kirsty Higo, Sammy Watts, Emma Slow and Claire Garner. Surely in for a fantastic game here today. The Rhinos teeing off against one of their biggest rivals in the Women's Super League. Of course, the Challenge Cup final taking place a little over 3 weeks ago. The Rhinos running out 16-10 winners, so this is a real grudge match for the Tigers. Tigers no doubt will have something to prove here, and the Guard of Honour is currently being formed just at the players' entrance to the bottom of the field. Yeah, we're expecting a decent turnout here at Headingley. Plenty of people filling in now. Even a few Rhinos players, Sean Lunn and Brett Ferris, in attendance for this one as well. So the Women's Super League gaining a lot of traction, and it's great to see it being held in such a fantastic stadium like Emerald Headingley. We'll be being joined on commentary shortly by Sophie Robinson, of course, who's out with an unfortunate injury, breaking her ankle against the York City Knights. So she will be on her way up shortly. The Tigers still in very good form, beating Wigan last week, so they'll be feeling a little bit more confident after that one. Looks like the players getting ready to take the field in sort of the next 30 seconds or so. If you are watching on Facebook, do let us know where you're watching from. All support is appreciated. And here come the women now. So just in the background here, you can hear the teams being announced that have formed the Guard of Honour. So great to see, and of course that the younger players involved in the women's game are getting to play on such a brilliant ground, as they did play a warm-up match, a bit of a curtain raiser. So the players just taking their position on halfway. Despite Leeds' win over Castleford, Castleford are still heavily regarded as the favourite just based on their Super League form. And here we are, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Courtney Hill testing the wind direction there, so it looks like Leeds will be doing the kick-in. This will be Courtney Hill to get us underway. Referee checking the lines, checking the time. And we are underway. Hill kicking. That's a good deep kick, and she leads the ball back. That is the ideal start for the Rhinos. Just going over the head there of Gracefield. Looked like she was going to gather it in, but unfortunately evading her. So Leeds will get a little bit of unexpected and early possession here. Be Tara Stanley to drop out from under the sticks. And Hill calls for it. She's lost it, but the referee says backwards, and she tips on for Johnson. Johnson takes it into the line. She's met there by Hoyle. Gaines opting to go short side to Shah Booth. Booth thinks she sees something, but she's closed out very quickly. Now Gaines on for Anderson. Anderson making good contact again. Hoyle there again to close her out. Gaines on for Hill. Hill shows it to Johnson, pops it up for Lacey. Lacey does very well to keep a hold, but she loses it. The referee calls that one forward. Leeds have got Castleford deep in their own half here. They've got a long way to go, but Castleford are a side that are capable of going 90 metres, and Leeds will be very aware of that. So here we are, Castleford pack the scrum, Roach feeds it. Goes out there. That's Lacey Owen taking that one forward. Cudjoe on for Hoyle. Cudjoe. Leeds up very well in defence. Staveley and Lacey there to meet her. Good short ball on for Rhiannon Marshall. We all know how dangerous she is. Leeds do a very good job of closing her out. And there's Gracefield, another one of them strong running Castleford forwards. Leeds doing a good job to work the floor. Elfrain. Roach puts boot to ball. It's going deep. Beavers is under it. She takes it. Caitlin Beavers sets up Leeds. Kerrigan. Kerrigan scoots. Strong into contact. Chloe Kerrigan shows absolutely no fear. Now Madison Laverick back after a long spell on the sidelines, unfortunately with a foot injury. Now Gaines on for Anderson. Met by Field. And the referee gives a penalty, saying there was hands in there. There we are, so I'm now joined by Sophie Robinson. Sophie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Ankle's doing good, so yeah, just good, glad to be watching today.
Yes, never fun to watch from the sidelines. Here we are, and there's Johnson. Johnson takes it forwards. Gaines goes left to Booth.
Nice.
Booth's got options, she goes herself! Shah Booth opens the scoring at Headingley inside 4 minutes. straight off the park there. Gains, spots that the numbers are on that left side, and Booth just too strong. That's the kind of things that have earned her a call up back into the England squad. And she's certainly happy with that, isn't she?
Yeah, I think it's well deserved. Shah's been playing really well this season. She's moved to the forwards. I think it's helped her being in the forward pack. And yeah, I think the England call-up's just what she needs. And I can't wait to see her play out there at the end of the year.
Yeah, and it's been quite a big transition for her because, of course, she started at full-back last season. Then Caitlin came through, then moved into the wing and the centre, and now eventually finds herself in the second row. And she seems to be having a lot of joy in that position.
Yeah. Shah's always been strong. So I think moving her into the second row has just highlighted how strong she actually is. But she's also got the speed as well. So she gets a break, she's through as well, and she's hard to catch with her strength and speed together.
Here we are. So Courtney Hill lining this one out from just inside 20 out on the left side of Headingley. She's been in good form with the boot recently.
Yeah, she's good, Courtney, on the kick in.
And she's got it. Fantastic kick there from Courtney Hill. Both sides missing key players. Of course, no Hannah Butcher here for the Rhinos today. That's a big loss.
Yeah, Hannah playing beside her. Hannah is so good in defence. Like, I trust her always to make that tackle. So yeah, she's a huge loss today, especially in defence, but also in attack. But yeah, Tasha slotted into the halfbacks well last week, so she's going to do a good job there today as well, covering Hannah. Yep.
And Castleford as well. They're missing a few key players. Sinead Peach want to pick out of that lineup. They got Jasmine Cudjoe in there, who's been brought up from the academy. Not really seen much of her, but from what we do here, she is quite a capable player.
Yeah, the strong cast. The replacements will be strong as well. But yeah, Sinead is a big loss for them. She's a really good hooker, so that is an advantage for us today.
Danielle opting to just kill that one with the leg before picking it up. Good game knowledge as well from the Rhinos, making sure nobody in front of her picks that one up. There's Laverick again in for a second drive of the game, met by Field. There's Sophie Nuttall, very versatile player. And Castleford get the call for a knock on there. Seemed to be a little bit of working of the deck, but the referee's call is final. So what are your thoughts for a score prediction today?
I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to go us to win. I'm going to go by 8. I think it's going to be a bit more than the final. Yeah, us. I'm going to say 20. Let's go 2012 to us.
Words of confidence there. It's just Tara Stanley starts to step in. She's got that very dangerous step.
Yeah, she's one to watch today, definitely, with that step.
Castleford taking that forward with Lucy Eastwood.
Nice strong run there.
Yeah, very good. Shona Hoyle, England. Oh no, sorry, Grace Field.
Got to
they've
watch
got
out
the
on
numbers.
The edge.
They've got the numbers. Hoyle puts the fend on. Oh. And Castleford get into the corner there. Looks like it's the centre over on that side. It might be Maisie Lum. No, sorry, it's Lucy Eastwood. Yeah, Lucy Eastwood going over there. Castleford just a little bit more clinical this time. They had that slide over a lot in the Challenge Cup, and a lot of times Leeds were able to get to it, but this time they just seem to move a little bit faster.
Yeah, you could see it opening up from the first pass, so they've just got to work on communication there. Just got to pull out with Courtney and close that gap up, 'cause if not, they'll be hitting that edge all day, Castleford.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got a few unfamiliar partnerships out there as well. Sophie Nuttall, Madison Laverick, not had a lot of game time together. Obviously, Madison being out injured. How do you think that's going to fare, not knowing too well how your centre and your wing work?
Yeah, Madison's just come back from injury. So last season I was playing with her on the wing. Now Sophie's playing with her. I think they'll be fine. I think it'll take a few weeks just to gel and click again. But yeah, they've been training well together. So hopefully today we see a little bit of that partnership starting to work, and then I think we'll see it develop in the next few weeks.
Yeah, but then stark contrast to that, Chloe Kerrigan, Fran Goldthorpe on the other side. That's a very dangerous left edge.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with Courtney attacking over there, I think that side's really strong. In attack especially, just in that defence, just need to pull out, and then I think they'll sort it out now. But yeah, I think that's the only thing they need to work on at the minute, just pulling out with Courtney.
Yeah, and Courtney's kicking game's been instrumental as well, and having someone as good in the air as Fran, it's a huge bonus. Just one of the better players in the league in the air.
Yeah, like as we've seen in the final, they just know how like to run off each other. Fran knows how to run off the kick, and I think as that develops, I think that's just going to be amazing to watch. So hopefully we see some of it today, because I just love Courtney's kicking.
Castleford having to pin the ball here.
Improvise here.
Yeah, wind just a little too strong for them there, and the kick going wayward as well. So Leeds still hold 2-point advantage, 6 points to 4. Can't imagine the pin technique probably helped too much there, but
no, they can blame it on the wind, that one, I think.
yeah, so Courtney Hill to get us back underway. Should certainly be hoping to find touch again. Hill going deep towards Gracefield again, but Georgia Roach is there. And Field winding up from a long way back, goes straight at Staveley. Staveley stands her ground though. A little bit of help from Tash Gaines.
It's a very strong Gracefield.
Yeah, she runs with absolutely no fear, doesn't she? There's Lacey Owen. Because she had an unfortunate spell out with injury as well.
Nice marker work.
Roach with the big fend on Sophie Nuttall there, but Sophie won't be fazed by that. Gentles, she's one to watch coming in off the wings as well.
She's
very strong.
Really hard to get. Once she's got going, she's very hard to stop.
Rhiannon Marshall. Stanley, that looked a little bit more than flat, and there is Shona Hoyle. She's very strong, very hard to stop. Pulled down by her England teammate, Shah Booth. And
nice
Garner's
pressure.
Trapped. She finds her way out to Eastwood. And they're getting their arm free, and that one's going to be pulled back for a knock-on. There was a few flat passes in there. Just became a little bit too frantic in the end. That one looking like it might have been okay, and then there's the unfortunate drop ball. Kerrigan bringing Leeds out from deep. Elfrain, she gives up a lot in weight advantage, but she makes it all back in heart and passion, doesn't she?
Yeah, definitely. You wouldn't think she's a forward by just looking at her, but she's so strong.
And there's Amy Johnson. Johnson taking Leeds just over halfway. Gaines finds Staveley. You can start to see a bit of a battle emerging between Staveley and Field out there. It's going to be interesting how that pans out.
Yeah, I think the forwards are going to be doing a lot today.
There's Hill, shows it, onto Lacey. Shannon Lacey, she's a player that's come on leaps and bounds since last year.
Yeah, she's looking great this season. She gets a space and she's through.
Hill looking for that corner.
Nice.
And Booth times that tackle to perfection. Stanley, everybody knows she's going to step. It's just a case of when and off which foot. There's Gentles. Castleford are winning the ground here. Leeds will look to slow that down, and Gaines and Lacey do a very good job of doing that. Kudjo. It's a strong run, but again, Nuttall's there. Marshall, it looks like they're going to use more of a ball player than a runner today.
Yeah, we've got to just make sure we shut Ree down. We know if she gets a break, she'll be gone through as well. So we need to just watch the show and go from her.
Beavers is going to try and usher that one dead. And it makes it. She
just knows the rules too well, doesn't she? And now she'll make a...
Castleford just getting themselves back there. And it looks like there was hands in. Yep. Caitlin, she managed to just get away with that one, making it over the line by about an inch or so.
Yeah, I think she'll be thanking everyone that went out then, and she didn't just leave it in goal. But yeah, she knows the rules. It helps her being a referee, so I'm sure she'd have backed that ball to go out.
There we are, Hill on for Johnson. Oh, she had a little bit of a look up at the line there. Referee calling held there before Marshall released it. Castleford trying to go up the middle. It's just not on at the minute, though. They go out to the right. Hoyle favouring that edge. Yeah. It's going to be very, very hard to contain on that side.
Yeah, that side just got to be wary.
Yep, and there's Roach. And that's Dodd. And pulled down by Lacey. Another one of these young Castleford stars coming through the ranks. Kudjo, Roach, Gentles. Gentles puts ball to ground though.
Nice pressure there on Kelsey.
Yeah, Madison, as soon as she saw that ball coming wide, I mean, Georgia's got a lot of tools in that toolbox, and she can dummy and go herself. She's very strong as well. Yeah. She's also got a very good passing game. So you've got to give her that little bit of space to figure out what you're going to do with her.
Yeah, definitely. She's a good player, Georgia, so just got to be aware at all times.
Yeah, but Madison doing her job well, sticking to that wing, marking up Kelsey Gentles and making it difficult for her. And there's Sharbuth. Gaines on for Anderson. She gets that fend into Dodd. Offloads to Gaines.
Go on.
Little gap just started to show itself there, but Emma Slow closing that one. Gaines taking exception to that. She's a feisty individual, Tash Gaines.
Yeah, she is.
And there's Amy Staveley, does well to get back to her front. Gaines, Hill, shows it at the line, she looks to go herself.
Seen a gap, didn't she?
That's the thing, with her try-scoring record this season, you can't really fault her looking to break the line on her own there. And there's Chloe Kerrigan. Met well. Gaines goes out the back for Hill. Frayne going through as the blocker. Gentles is under it. It's gone backwards. Oh! And he wipes the tackle count. Leeds are in prime position here. It's all about keeping hold, though.
Brilliant pressure. Just need to not force it now.
And the referee now is going to reward Leeds with another set of 6 and a little bit of a few metres there. Castleford just a little too eager to hold down.
Yeah, good play there. We just need to not throw the ball out. We've got a set of 6 now, so...
Lacey. Oh, it came off Beaver's boot. The
Back
referee...
Is it?
Not sure which way it's called. It's called a knock-on. Yeah, it looks like he's called Shannon Lacey's initial offload as a knock-on.
Oh. Yeah, that's lucky there. We can't be doing that against Castleford. We just need to bide our time, and we know we can score. So doing things like that, we just need to cut that out. So we're lucky that we have got the scrum to us.
Oh, yeah, he's ruled in Leeds' favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like what's happened there is that as Lacey's put that one through, it's come off Caitlin's boot.
Nice.
It's on Madison Laverick. Fantastic play.
Brilliant there.
And you can see just how much it means to the Rhinos. Everybody in. Gaines just spots the space. Laverick backs herself, and Kelsey Gentles can do nothing more.
Brilliant for Tash to see that space there then.
Yeah,
and then a brilliant finish by Madison as well there.
Yeah, that's what having someone like Tash Gaines in your squad brings. She's fantastic on and off the ball. She's took a bit of mentorship from Lois in her time at 9 as well, so having someone there to really guide and coach you, invaluable.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lois is the best person to learn from, and Tash is showing what all that advice and help has done for her.
20 minutes gone. Leeds, with this kick, can go out to a 12-4 lead. What's the message from Coach Cuthbo out there right now, do you think?
I think it's just to stop the errors. The silly offloads we don't need to do. We don't need to force any play. Like as it showed, if we get the ball and we're close to our try line, we can score. So yeah, I think that'll be what he's saying. Just cut the errors out and we'll be fine, I think.
Courtney Hill does it again from the wing. 2 difficult kicks. She's nailed them both. She takes her kicks from such a narrow angle as well.
Yeah.
Castleford will be looking to keep their composure here. It's very easy for a side that's had so much success over the course of this season to lose their heads a little bit and go back into their shells. Gaines showing off her football skills there. Touches enough to keep Leeds in possession.
Yeah, good work by Tash there to make sure she gets on that ball.
Laverick does well. She thought she'd seen an opportunity to go wide. Castleford just seem a little bit more up for it in this defensive set. Having a talking to behind your sticks will do that to a team. Gaines for Frayne. Met by Dodd and Sammy Watts. But that ball nearly popping out the top, but Elle managing to keep hold.
Really good defensive set here by Castleford.
And there is Danica Prim out for her first drive, and she'll look to keep the legs going. Gaines out back for Hill. Hill drills it along the deck.
Oh, go on,
and Castleford make the error. And Fran Goldthorpe rushing in there, but unfortunately the Cas player not in possession at the time.
It's just that little bit of pressure on Courtney's kicks. Really helps. And if I was a player and I had like 3 of us running to us, it just make you think a little bit. So yeah, I think we'll get some success out of that today.
Yeah, I mean it's important, especially around playmakers, that you don't give them that time to think. And there's 2 players that are no strangers to each other, Danica Prim and Emma Slow, of course part of that 2017 World Cup team. I think they were actually roommates for that tour. And Roach throws a long ball over the top, and Gentles, she's got a lot of space to work with, but Nuttall gets there. Now Roach look to kick to the corner, it's skewed off the boot, and it's going to run straight through and over the sideline. Leeds holding out once more.
Yeah, they've seen some space, Castleford there.
There we go, so scrum will be packed 15 metres out from the Leeds line. It's a long way to go. Anderson again does brilliantly to offload. Beavers with a fantastic step, and she's got the pace.
She's gone.
Caitlin Beavers.
Give her any space like that and she's...
And the referee not forthcoming with the penalty that time. Sophie Nuttall taking Leeds out. And now Anderson bumpers up. Cudjoe making sure that she was not getting the arm free this time with Gracefield. And there's Staveley. And that ball's come out. It looks like it could have been a strip. No, the referee's going to rule loose carry and he's going to give the set of 6 Castleford's favour. And Roach will take Castleford up over halfway. Cudjoe for Dodd. She's certainly put her mark on this game so far, hasn't she? She was a little bit quiet in that Challenge Cup final.
Got to pull out here.
And Hill, the numbers are there. They've given it a little too early there. And Castleford, unfortunately, snuffed out that. Yeah, very good defence from Leeds, making sure that they were sliding across. And Hoyle met by Kerrigan. That ball goes out the back, dropped off a field, met by Shannon Lacey and Danielle Anderson. Good defence by Leeds, making sure the quick option's not there. Cudjoe for Roach. Everything's coming off Roach at the minute. And now here's Stanley.
Brilliant defence there.
Leeds have really muscled up in defence, making sure that Castleford have not got that very dominant pack just running over the top of them. And again, Shannon Lacey does very well to stay on her feet, and she makes a lot of post-contact meters there. Now here's Prim. Prim keeping a hold. And again, that leg drive. And she's going to win the floor here and leave a marker down. Gaines, ooh, it was a little bit of a... slung a little too hard in her direction. Tash Gaines acknowledges that. And you can hear Danica Prim there. One of the big leadership features of this Rhinos team, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's speaks well on the pitch. Yeah, so we just need people like that sometimes, just to rile us up after a mistake, especially.
Beavers, Nuttall closing out that gap there, making sure that there's no room for a player to slip through, and Stanley opts to go herself, and that's a knock-on. Castleford just a little too eager, and you can see Gracefield there off to the right of your screen just getting a little bit animated.
Yeah, I think that was only the second tackle on it, but yeah, brilliant defence as well by our girls again, so they're doing well on the edges to cover them passes.
Someone down in the background there with a little bit of cramps, trying to figure out who it is. Looks like it could be... No, Danielle's in the scrum. Is it Caitlin? No, Caitlin's stretching her off.
Is it?
It's Shannon Lacey. It's got to be said, she has put in a lot of work in this initial 27-minute stint.
Yeah, it's going to be tough out there for the girls. Just got to keep going until half-time.
I think Castleford will be as grateful for this break in play as Leeds will.
Yeah, definitely gives them a little bit of chance to set up, throw some at our defence.
And Castleford have realised there that they've got two marking, one on that left side, and moved Lacey Owen back into the centre there. Booth, very strong again, works the floor, wins it. And there's Prim. She'll pick out Sammy Watts. Watts is on that ball every time that Leeds take it forward. Good contact. Gracefield again, she's another player that's put in just short of a half-hour stint at this point. And now here's a change. Ellie Oldroyd, she really is one of the hardest hitters in the women's game.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
And Hill, I think that was the fourth. Leeds opting just to get a little bit of field position here. A little bit of in-game management. And Stanley trying to work her way around, but Frayne not letting her go. Now here's Kelsey Gentles. And it looks like Kira Bennett's out there now. And the referee says she's not held and Leeds have switched off here.
Yeah, we just switched off then. We had our backs turned. We can't afford to do that. Need to be aware at all times against Cass.
Castleford taking it forward. They've made a few changes as well. And Cudjoe wanting it playing fast, but Bennett's not going to allow it. Marshall out the back for Roach. The numbers are out wide again.
Need to pull.
Fran is caught in field, and Hoyle with a run to the corner, and she's going to improve the field position. Castleford just too quick off that break then.
Yeah, it all came from that breakdown here. We just turned our backs a bit there, and then we can't do that, and just didn't slide enough there.
Yeah, I think when there are moments like that, and Kelsey Gentles is one of them very explosive players, it's just important that you check over your shoulder, you have that little look back and make sure that the tackle is complete.
Yeah, definitely. I have to fix up on that.
But it's a close run contest. Everybody knew it would be a tight game, just not knowing which way it'd go. And Stanley with an opportunity to close it back out to a 2-point game again. Stanley, another very accomplished player off the boot.
Yeah, I think we've probably got the best two kickers in the comp here today, so it's good to be able to watch them.
Doesn't require the assistance of another Castleford player this time. So it looks like that wind's settling a bit out there. Yeah, the referee just calling time off while try and get the ball flat on the tee. Tara Stanley really struggling to get that ball the way she wants it right now. And there we go. For the Castleford fans, it was worth the wait because she does manage to get the 2 points on the board. So Courtney Hill's boot, the difference with sort of about 9-10 minutes to half time. There we are. So Leon Crick just in the ear of Courtney Hill there. How important is it having somebody like Leon in the setup who's been around the women's game for so long?
Yeah, I think it's really good for the girls. He knows what he's talking about. I think it helps having him, Adam, and the twins all working together. Nice.
And for the second time today, Courtney Hill finds touch. Castleford with the cardinal coach killing sin there of never let the ball bounce. So Stanley and Leeds moving forward then, watching for the short kick-off.
Yeah, smart there by Courtney.
Stanley, that ball swirling. And bouncing to the arms of Madison Laverick. And Laverick tries to go wide. Bennett on at 9 now, another one of these young players that's found her way through the 19s and into the first team.
Yeah, she's really good, Kira. She's really strong. I think it's just going to help her playing off Tash and learning from Lois as well. She's got a great future, Kira, ahead of her.
There's Oldroyd carting that one into the line. And she makes a few metres closer to the line as well. Bennett wide for Hill. Hill shows it to Prim. Goes wide for Kerrigan, and it's just found its way to the floor.
It's a shame, there was space there.
Yeah, that's one of the real disadvantages of playing with only one recognised halfback as well. It almost becomes a little bit telegraphed which way you're going to go.
Yeah. It's difficult. Last week we played without any half-back, so it's a big call for Courtney, but Kairos can step in there and Tash as well, but for the defence, yeah, it does make it a tiny bit easier.
Kerrigan absolutely flying out of the line. She's her own biggest critic, Chloe Kerrigan, so she does make a mistake, she will look to atone. A slow back out onto the field, tries to pick out young Kira Bennett. Bennett holds her own, and now Roach. Roach clawed down there by Nuttall and Anderson. Cudjoe for slow again. She'll get another offload away. And this time Cudjoe will take it forward, but Leeds pinning her down. Roach, Marshall, short ball option. And away goes the number 8 for Castleford.
Nice defence by Caitlin there.
There's Emma Lumley with that break. Good cover tackle. The option's on. Marshall's going to back herself. Marshall. And Danica Prim desperately pleading with the referee that ball was lost, but it's the price you pay when you let someone like Rhiannon Marshall that close to the line. Just see there was a late retreater.
Yeah, there were girls in there who just needed to get around her there.
It's a bitter blow to take when you've led for so long, and it's coming up to half time as well. Can hear there that Castleford have brought a good amount of travelling support with them.
Yeah, they've been getting good attendance this year, so it's good to see that they've travelled out for them today as well. Yeah,
because of course they have their own social media set up, and it's a pretty good setup that they have got as well. So
yeah, I think it's good for the women's game. We need to promote it, and they're doing a good job, as it shows with how many people have been getting there. But yeah, today we've got a lot of our fans here, so it's good to see. It's good to see they've got out to support us.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. The novelty of playing on Headingley will certainly be something that never wears off. So it's great for the girls to get that big game experience and get out onto a pitch as big as this.
Yeah, and I think it shows how much it's progressed in the women's game, that we're giving the chances to play at these big stadiums. And for many of our girls, they've dreamed of playing here. So yeah, I think it's good, and hopefully it continues.
Tara Stanley has missed that kick. So it's going to remain a 2-point game. Got to say there'd be a fair few people that would have put their house on that. Tash Gaines back out there. It looks like Elfrain, Danica Prim leaving the field. Hill again kicking to that right hand side, and it's causing a lot of confusion, and Roach is going to bring it up. She's a strong runner for a halfback, very powerful. Gentles shakes loose. Leeds making sure that she doesn't get that quick play of the ball this time, and Cudjoe scooting out, met by Bennett and then Sharbuth. Stanley, slow. That looked a little bit more than flat. Referee says it's fine. Rhiannon Marshall nearly weaving her way through. She's starting to feel her way into this game. Roach shows it, gives it to Lacey Owen. Owen pulled down by Nuttall and Gaines. Cudjoe for Dodd. Dodd met by Johnson. The referee's going to pull that back here. No, it's the turnover. I think that's the second or third time that Castleford have opted to run it on the last.
Yeah, I think it shows the pressure we're putting in defence. Castleford are not having time to think about the kick, which is good for us, but I'm guessing Castleford are going to fix up on that second half, because they can't afford to keep doing that.
Yeah. Madison Laverick not feeling too good after that monster shot from Emma Slow there. And there's Kerrigan taking it forward again. Fighting for the floor. Bennett, Johnson. Another player with that very good leg drive. Slow, desperately trying to shift her back, but it's not happening. Bennett goes herself. Oh! That one was a little higher than the shoulder. And Leeds looks like they'll get one last shot at a bit of field position here. Because there was a little bit of time off for the kicks and the scrum as well. And it looked like Stanley had maybe just batted that back in, but the ball had gone forward regardless, so it would have been a Leeds ball. Leeds need to get a move on here. It's not long left of this half. Hill. All right, she was not expecting that one.
No. Yeah, hopefully we can turn something here into points.
And here's Booth, Kerrigan surging for the line. Castleford making sure there's no way through. Bennett, Hill, shows it to Oldroyd. On for Anderson! Anderson! Yeah. Hill!
Brilliant play there.
Backup play is such an important part of the game, and you'll see exactly why here. Courtney Hill follows her as soon as she gets that ball away. Anderson with a superb offload, and there is nothing that can be done when things like that come off.
Yeah, Danielle's offloads really come on in the past few weeks. I think we've seen it in the Challenge Cup and then again there. So yeah, that's brilliant play by both of them to get points in before half time.
Castleford must be sick of hearing Courtney Hill's name at this point.
Yeah, she's everywhere today.
It's got to be said, when we were sort of 3-4 games into the season and we were on a bit of a slow start, I don't think anybody would have expected that coming into half-time that we were holding a lead against Castleford. We did have a bit of a slow burn, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't start the season off to a good start. It has took us a few months to build up to where we are now. But I think we're just peaking at the right time with the grand final coming up. So yeah, I think we're just going to get better as the week goes on and the weeks go on, which is good for us. It's come at the best time, really.
Yeah, and I think it speaks volumes about a team as well, being able to admit that they weren't at their best and that, you know, that there was a lot of room for improvement and being able to use that as a way of developing.
Yeah, I think it's what we needed. I think we were able to pinpoint where we did need to improve, and we've worked hard on that. Can see in defence and attack, we're getting better. So yeah, I'm excited for the next few weeks to come now.
So it looked like Leeds were going to trail into half-time, but a penalty and then some very good off-the-cuff players now put Leeds 18-14 up.
Yeah, I think we'll have a happy dressing room after that. It's always nice going at half-time, winning, but yeah, we have got a lot to fix up on, but I expect the girls to do it second half.
Yeah. You'll have a slightly happier dressing room. Cuthbo has always said, give praise, but not too much.
Yeah, it's nice to go in knowing we've got that little margin of we're winning, but yeah, we can't slack off against any team, and especially not Cass. So we'll come out and it'll be 0-0 again.
Tyra Stanley's patience with the ball and the kicking tee have worn off, and Gentles manages to react fastest to it. There could be one more twist in this half yet.
I know, we'll be disappointed with that.
The referee just checking the clock. Cudjoe, Marshall, she'll look to go herself again. And Leeds look like she might have lost that in there, but referee says no. It comes off Roach's boot, and Shah Booth. Very brave play. Shah Booth just saying, let's keep it calm. And Kerrigan rattled by Marshall there. So that brings to the end of an exciting first half. Leeds will be the happier of the two teams, but this is a contest that anybody's still in. So tries from Courtney Hill, Shah Booth, and I've forgotten the other try scorer.
Madison
Laverick. Yep. will put Leeds 18-14 up at the break. You see Sharbuth opening the scoring there inside 4 minutes. And then Castleford striking back on that right edge. There through Lucy Eastwood, getting over for the Tigers. And then this was the one that pushed Leeds out into the front. Tash Gaines spotting Madison Laverick, and then Laverick going into the corner. Then, of course, again, picking out that right edge. Way too many numbers out there. Shona Hoyle picking out her spot, racing over. And then Rihanna Marshall pushing Castleford out in front just on the stroke of half-time. And then, of course, the moment that happened just minutes ago, Courtney Hill crossing after Danielle Anderson picking out her spot, offloading for Courtney Hill, and Hill going over. Of course, Hill 3 for 3 off the boot, whereas Tyra Stanley missed 2 kicks, and that's why Leeds are 18-14 up. So we're going to move over to the interval now, and we have a little bit of a getting to know Elle Frayne session. So we'll be back as soon as that's over.
So we've just finished training at Leeds Rugby Academy. I'm joined by my teammate Elle Frayne, and we're just about to get to know a bit more about you. So for quite a young player, just starting in your rugby league career, I'm looking forward to this one because I think he's such a bubbly, energetic character that for such a young girl brings a lot to the team. So just really quickly, always start off with, where did your rugby league career start? Where did your journey begin?
So I started off as a dancer, and when I started high school, you know, a couple of my mates played rugby, you know, Caitlin Beavers.
Yeah.
And I got asked if I wanted to try it, so I've always been surrounded by rugby with my family anyway, so my dad, you know, edged me on to try it, and I did, and it ended up sticking, really, you know.
I honestly did not know you were a dancer before this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you dance on a social evening, but I've been seeing you run the ball in. I honestly can't imagine it now. So did it fit quite well, moving over from dance to rugby, or did it take quite a bit of time to get used to it?
It fitted quite well, really. When I first started, I was still sticking with dancing, so I was doing a bit of both, but then I gave up dancing because it became a bit challenging to do both.
Juggle both.
Yeah.
And so you went to St John Fishers.
Yeah.
Did you play in any key tournaments or anything like that actually would give you a little bit more motivation and a little bit more aspirations to keep going at rugby?
I've played in a couple of national finals, and we were the champions. And you know, them games were quite challenging, and it was one of them games where you kind of get your name out there.
Yeah, and did it give you that bug to keep going and keep progressing and keep working hard. So, following on from school rugby, you played club. Which were your club, and then how did you get to Bisaya?
I started at Bursell Victoria, under 12s, and then moved to Dewsbury Moor, and that's where I progressed through to the academy at Leeds.
And how are the academy and that step from academy to Women's Super League? How did you find that? Was it challenging?
So at academy, you know, we're a great environment, great to have the professional coaching. But then when I got the call up at the end of last season, you know, it was great to be surrounded by the women. You know, you learn a lot more, and being surrounded in that by players like yourself, England internationals.
Giving me a shout out. I love that, Ellie.
You learn a lot.
I'll pay you later. No, you've learnt a lot in the past couple of years, and for such a young player, second Challenge Cup final. So how amazing is that? Are you looking forward to the weekend?
Yeah, it's great. You know, I can't wait.
But you can't. I'm very envious of all of you, and looking forward to getting out there with you and soaking in the atmosphere. But an absolute massive opportunity for you, and
definitely
looking forward then in the game. What are your aspirations? Have you got anything that you're looking to progress and to achieve?
You know, hopefully I want to work towards the England call up.
With a lot of hard work, I think you'll get there. I think, as I said, as a player, you're very receptive, and so for such a young player, bring a lot to a team environment. I think everyone knows that you'll push on and work as hard as you need to for that person next to you, and that's something great. So away from rugby, what do you like to do? What are you doing in your college work?
I go to college. there studying law, psychology, and English. You know, wouldn't really expect it without
Well,
ditzy I am. But
I know you've led me on to this point nicely. So, what did you say? You wouldn't really expect it without ditzy I am.
yeah,
This is my favourite part. So, we started off a tradition. I were bored actually. I've been doing rehab all year. And I were a little bit bored at training with Sophie Robbo. We're in rehab as well. And Leon got this lovely t-shirt out early. And he were like, oh, you've got to be able to get one at girls to wear this at training. And I were like thinking, I wonder how. So we went upstairs. Do you want to show him the t-shirt? What did it say?
Div of the week.
Div of the week. What did it say on the back? I am stupid. And we thought, you know, it'd be a good idea. You know, girls will get to wear it week in, week out. And, you know, it'll travel around the team because everyone will do something stupid. How many times do you reckon you've worn it, Ellie?
So about 4 times now.
4 times? I don't think it's left your possession. I think the only person I know who's worn it, other than you, is Chloe Kerrigan.
I know. Passed it on and then I got it back.
You did? So tell me a few things why you get them t-shirts. It's not like I'm picking on you. Why do you get them t-shirts?
Well, because I'm a div, for starters. But
yes.
I think the first time I got it, I got my foot stuck in a chair on the coach.
Yeah,
and I had to seek help. I think there were like 4 people trying to get my foot out of the chair, and I'm just like, that's what you get when you got boat feet, you know.
When you got boat feet, there's a few others. I can't remember.
And there was another time when I went to catch a ball and bust my nose and blood raw on my face.
It was quite a high ball, but I don't. It's as though you went to try and catch it in your mouth.
I nearly broke my neck when I tackled someone at York. My legs.
Oh,
spiraled over my
but that's
head.
another one. So nicknames. We'll interject there. What are your nicknames?
Train, giraffe.
Giraffe, because the legs
Yeah.
would look like a giraffe that day. Literally, up in there. Ridiculous.
Well, according to Shabu, it's the neck and the legs. So.
It's the neck and the legs.
Yeah,
That's
so
a bit
I'm a bit
harsh.
offended. I'm like,
I think you need to have a word with Shab, but yeah, the neck and the legs. So I've told you that I've told you before this that you could nominate someone else. Have you actually come up with somebody? But I think it might have to go to a general vote because you've been very stupid tonight as well. So we'll go with your nomination, and then you can tell us. You know, you've been stupid, especially for the camera. You can tell us what you've done.
I'll go with my nomination first. So I think surfing at all. You know,
Right.
she falls over all the time. I think a few weeks ago she nearly got impaled by a pole. So
Doing agility.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You do worry when you've got anything sharp near her.
So I think surf is, you know.
So Sophie's your nomination, which can go to poll and go to vote. But
Yeah.
what have you done tonight before coming to training?
Well,
You might have to switch around and show us.
I picked up an iron for the
camera.
first time.
For the first time?
And burnt a hole into my t-shirt.
Burnt a training top, so she's
Yeah.
now going to have to ask mum or dad
My
to
mum
supply
told
her
me
a new
that
shirt.
I put it on the highest one like it was, and I'm supposed to put water in the iron. But didn't even know that. But
Oh, the youth of today. What a joke.
so I won't be touching an iron again.
No, you just need to learn how to iron properly. Oh, wow. So we'll put that out. But
Yeah.
if I'm honest, Ellie, I think you may as well just take that week in, week out and wash it. And
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
retain it
get a
in your
frame.
possession. You know,
End of
because you're going to have to
season,
wear
it'll be
it.
mine in my.
Yeah, probably
Put it
that's
up
what
on
you
my
can
wall
get
in
at
my
the end of
bedroom.
season presentation. I am the div of the week. What more could you want?
Yeah.
All right then. So to finish off, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Lanky.
Lanky,
I'd say I've got to give it to myself. I think I'm funny. And
Well, sometimes could be whether we're laughing with or at,
And
but yeah, you
I'm
are funny.
extremely dopey. So
That's 4, Ellie.
no, that's
3 words.
That's 3.
Lanky, funny, extremely dopey.
Oh, 4 then. Give you 4.
Point proven. Thanks, Ellie.
And welcome back to the field, your Leeds Rhinos.
Yeah, see you soon.
Hello and welcome back for the second half of this thrilling contest. It is currently 18-14 in favour of the Rhinos. I'm joined up here on commentary by Sophie Robinson. So, Castleford to kick off.
Going to be a big half, I think, from our girls here. It's going to be exciting. Half of rugby for everyone watching as well.
What will have been the message from the backroom staff during the half, do you think?
I think they'll have been happy with the first half. Just need to cut out errors. Just number up in defence. Can't afford to give the players like Ree space to run because, as we've seen, she can get through and knows how to score. So we just need to fix up a few things. But yeah, we're looking good. a lot of positives to take from that first half.
And Tash gains. Unfortunate there.
Yeah, not the start to a half Willa wanted. Should be disappointed with that, Tash.
Yeah, it's important now that she doesn't let that get to her and that, that Leeds recover and keep Castleford out for this first attack.
Yeah, definitely. I've just got to work hard here in defence and then hopefully get the ball back.
Yeah, it looks like Castleford have had a bit of a reshape as well. And now Stanley, she's got Lum outside her. Hill wraps her up and they're going to escort her towards touch, but they're going to keep alive here.
Brilliant defence by Courtney there to keep her out.
Yeah, she just held for just long enough. And that's good, dominant defence there from Shah Booth and Ellie Oldroyd. Hoyle will try to go hard and straight. It's not happening again. Leeds win the floor. Cudjoe goes left. Marshall shapes the pass. Rhiannon Marshall. And Hill's in there. Lum! Oh, it's going to be a tough call, is this? I think the officials have got that one right.
Yeah. As I just said, yeah, we can't afford to do that with Rhiannon. They needed to just shoot up on her there. She gets a space and she's going to set something up or score herself.
Yeah. Maisie Lum into the corner. Really well worked try. It looked like Leeds had managed to shut that down, but Rhiannon somehow getting that arm free.
Yeah, we just need to get round. We can't let her slide like that. Someone's just got to take one for the team and tackle her there, and then we'll come out and help.
That's the thing. When a player's going sideways, they're easiest to tackle, but Rhiannon Marshall is such a big, powerful player. I don't think there is an easy way to tackle her.
No, she's really strong, but yeah, our girls need to get that out of their heads and just get up in her face and shut her down so she doesn't have the chance to put on a play like that.
And she's very much a confidence player as well, and you remember that from a time at Leeds. So coming up with try assists and a try, she'll start to warm her way into this second half, and she's going to be a key player.
Yeah, we need to keep watching her and close her down.
Stanley goes across the face of the post, so it's 18 apiece. Leeds will be keen to set it right on the scoreboard now. Courtney Hill goes high. That ball's flickering around, and Castleford come up with the error.
Just what we needed there.
Such an awkward ball to take as well. That ball was just flapping in the wind. So here we go. Leeds will take possession just inside the 20. See what we can do with it from here. As Hill sweeps around. Beavers, it looked like the...
Yeah, I thought Caitlin was getting it then.
Then again, Castleford very much aware of that play. That was the play that Caitlin scored off in the Challenge Cup.
Go on,
as
Shah.
Booth surges for the line again.
Dangerous player, Booth.
Bennett, right for Hill. Dropped off for Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to come back inside. Garner and Eastwood making sure that that's not an option. Bennett gains, shows it, gives it to Johnson. Trying to clap Johnson's legs together there. Bennett gains, wide for Nuttall.
Looked a little high, that tackle.
Yeah, it looks like it slipped up a little. The referee will say that she was held up over the line there. Now they'll put the pressure on Courtney Hill. Hill goes wide looking for Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe takes it. Can she get the arm free? She can't. She's wrapped up very well there by Maisie Lum.
Yeah, unlucky there, Fran. If she'd have just been able to get that offload away. But yeah, it just shows again the combination between Courtney and Fran on the last kick. It's really good.
And that's the thing, you can start to see some of those learnings from Castleford's times playing Leeds as well, rather than trying to contest with Fran. Let her catch the ball and try to take it from her.
Yeah, I think the Challenge Cup, the try she scored, will still be fresh in the mind. So, yeah, they'll be trying not to let that happen again.
And Gentles, Castleford starting to pick up a little bit of momentum here. Leeds will have to slow that down if they want to keep Castleford out. And now Dodd. Bennett meets a strong front on. Cudjoe for Field. Field carting that one forward again. Leeds there with 3 in the tackle. Cudjoe left for Roach. Roach will drill it down into the corner. It will hold up though, and Laverick will sweep around for the return. Castleford doing a good job of dominating the floor there. Beavers with no room to manoeuvre. This will be Frank Goldthorpe in for a drive to try and take some of that work off the forwards.
Yeah, it looks like the backs are just stepping up here, just giving the forwards a bit of a breather. They're working really hard today, so we need the backs to do that as much as they can.
Yeah, you can see Castleford very wary of that Danielle Anderson offload. Gaines on for Staveley. Field connecting but not making a clean hit. Bennett wide for Hill. Unpressured. And she'll put it over the head of Kelsey Gentles. And Gentles is just still inside the field of play there. That's a big step from Stanley there, the Castleford fullback. Cudjoe sees an opportunity. And now Roach running back into a very heavy populated channel there. And Cudjoe getting rid of Bennett. Roach stepping. Dodd. You can see that Castleford are just starting to warm up into this game now.
Yeah.
Marshall. Garner. Stanley. Eastwood. Lum. Leeds slide quickly. Eastwood for Garner. Garner will put it high and towards the sticks. That ball's going to bounce. And Beavers does a good job of batting it dead.
Yeah, brilliant kick there. We had numbers around it though to eventually get it out of field, but yeah. Cass are applying a bit of pressure here to us, so we've just got to be wary now.
Yeah, that's one of those kicks that's either going to hold up beautifully or sail out. Stanley takes it on the full. She'll try to find her way through. Eastwood met by her opposite number, Goldthorpe. Now Cudjoe for Hoyle. Hoyle straight on there for Emma Lumley. Cudjoe spots numbers left.
Yeah, we need to start
Rhiannon
sliding.
out for Roach. And there is Castleford's strike weapon. See there, the line just not able to adjust quick enough.
No, I think we're holding back because we know she's got the pass on her as well, but just need a number up on that right edge.
Cass now out to a 4-point lead. It's a very back and forth game this, but Castleford have certainly started off the half better.
Yeah, I think Cass have come out, as we can see, they've got the points on the board. Yeah, I think we just need to fix up a little bit. We've not had the half we either wanted to, so the girls will be disappointed with that. But yeah, still a lot of minutes on the clock, so I think we'll come good. Just fixing up them few little areas that are letting us down at the minute.
Yeah, it just seems to be that when Castleford do move from wing to wing, that they have those numbers.
Yeah, we can see before it's coming that they were not numbered off right. And we know, like, Georgia, she can run a cell, she can get the pass out to the wing or even back inside. So it's hard to defend that, but yeah, we've got to step it up.
I think you've applied the commentator's curse to Tyra Stanley today, unfortunately, saying she's one of the best kickers in Super League, and she's not having much luck off the boot today.
I'll take that. If it comes down to 2 points, I jinxed her, and I will take that.
Contributing to the team even while not on the field.
Yeah, I've got to do something now. I'm not playing, so missing them kicks will help.
So Courtney Hill, she'll see if she can get us the ball back again. 3 times she's managed it today. And Castleford are going to let it bounce.
Ooh.
Oof.
Very lucky there.
Almost through Emma Slow's legs. Bennett doing well to work the rugby league veteran on the deck there. But it looked like Bennett had her arm trapped in and the referee sees it the other way.
Yeah, unlucky there. It's not what we wanted.
No. They say that those calls will usually even themselves out through a game, so let's hope so.
Yeah. Just can't afford to be giving Castleford extra meters because we know they're dangerous in their own half, so...
Dodd showing off how strong of a runner she is there, and Kudjo seeing an opportunity to go herself from dummy half. Marshall going left, that was a little bit more than a flat ball, and Gentles will find a way inside.
Yeah, but unlucky that we didn't get the call there.
The moment's been and gone though, and Leeds now need to focus on the task at hand, and that's sliding out as Stanley, and it's going to Lum again. That one's not going to count though. It will. Check it back on the replay here. Garner goes out back for Stanley. Stanley gives it to Eastwood, and then Lum, that ball's on the white line.
Yeah, I think maybe the wrong decision there, but nothing we can do now.
Yep. Unfortunately, there's no video referee in the women's game, so...
No, we needed it there, but yeah, as we can see again, it's the edges. We're just not getting the numbers right, and as we can see, if we're not fixing up on that, they're just going to keep scoring down them edges, so... Girls will be chatting about that now, but yeah, that's a tough call. It's hard when calls like that go against you, but it's a game. Got to just forget about that and move on now.
Yeah, I mean, like we say, the moment's been and gone, and you're playing a match against 13 other women, not a referee, so whatever he says goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that kick missed, Leeds are still only 8 points behind. There's still plenty of time. It's all about who's got the most amount of resilience and see what's left in the tank.
Yeah. We know we can come back from this. The girls know we can come back from this. We're just not got to force anything now. There's still a lot of time on the clock, so yeah, we can come back from this now.
Yeah, it's important that panic doesn't set in.
No, definitely not.
You can see what desperation will do to her side, and Hill will go short. And Kudjo's lost it. There we are, as we said earlier, those 50-50 calls do even themselves out. You can see Kudjo goes to ground, yep, there's a bobble in there.
Yeah, nice to try something different off kickoff then, so glad that came off there.
Yeah, it's rare that you see a player who'll dribble it off the tee. Usually it's one to the corners.
Yeah, it just shows how versatile Courtney's kicking game is at the minute.
Cricket, football, rugby league, is there anything she can't do?
And you wouldn't think she's only been playing rugby league for 2 seasons. She's brilliant.
Anderson managing to poke her nose through the gap there, but unable to get the arm free. Now Frane's back out there, goes hard and straight at Sammy Watts. Bennett looking left and right, opts to go to Anderson. She'll have her second hit up of the set. She's trying to get the arm free. She offloads, the ball goes backwards. Gains, Lacey spins. Bennett, they've got numbers left here. Shot ball for Booth. Eastwood does a very good job of getting under her.
Yeah, good defence there, because I wouldn't want Shah running at me that close to the line.
So Leeds will play the ball out to the left. Still got a tackle or two in the bag. And Hill goes wide. Gentles collects.
Good take there by Kelsey.
Yeah, she was closely marked. And now Roach will come in, take some work off the forwards. And there is Dodd. Bennett feeling the effects of that tackle. Stanley seeing that Leeds have not quite got back set. Cudjoe for Hoyle. She's back out there. Johnson making sure that there's no more meters made. Cudjoe for Garner.
Gonna run it.
Roach. Dodd with her second hit up of the set, and she'll try to get the arm free. And then just a hopeful kick, and Kerrigan takes it. And Chloe Kerrigan! Chloe Kerrigan's through! And Watts pulls her down. Beavers and Watts, that one creeping up a little bit.
Look a little high there.
And it's pulled up. Seemed to be a little bit of afterwork on the head there as well.
Yeah, brilliant by Chloe, and then Caitlin there.
And Johnson with a strong run. Johnson making good post-contact meters. Bennett out for gains. Leeds got good shape here. Beavers. And Roach is going to try and snatch it. It's not on.
Still trying.
Yeah. Bennett for Nuttall. Now Bennett gives it on for Gaines. Gaines going at the line. Anderson goes with her. Anderson's still going. Still
Looking for
going.
that offload, didn't she?
And she gets the offload. Wasn't the cleanest, but it'll do. And Hill dummies. It opens up in front of her. Courtney Hill.
What a play.
You can just see Castleford switch off in the middle, and when they realise it's just a little too late. Second try of the game.
Yeah, brilliant play by Danny and Courtney again there. Then brilliant for Courtney to finish it under the sticks.
Courtney Hill will now close this out to a 2-point game if she gets the kick. She's not missed from the wings. You'd certainly not hope that she misses from one from dead in front.
No, I back her all day long under this stick.
So many twists and turns in this game so far. 20 minutes still to play and 2 points in it. Nevertheless, she'll take her time with this one. She's got a routine and she'll go through it. She'll look up to the sticks. And she's missed.
I think I am jinxing the kickers today, so I'm maybe just going to stay quiet when the next kicks are.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with that. But it happens and she'll learn from that.
can see the Leeds fans getting behind them. Regardless, Leeds would have had to score again to hit the front. Now Stanley will get us back underway. Going towards Tash Gaines. Gaines using the boot. And Anderson winding up from a long way back. And the referee's called held, but Castleford players not too keen to release. And Lacey with a bit of a juggle. She keeps hold and then makes some good post-contact meters. And it looks like there might be a bit of a head injury here. No, it looks like it could be an arm. Gracefield trying to get herself back into the line there. Made of tough stuff, these players.
Yeah, definitely are.
Out back, Beavers. Crunching hit. Nuttall not phased, and she'll keep her feet as well.
Yeah, it's
Bennett.
good for Soph to keep her feet there.
Frayne. Still attracting the attention of three defenders, and Field giving a little bit of afterwork there. Hill showing it to Lacey. Shannon Lacey still going.
Nice run there by Shan.
And Gaines chipping over. Gentle's under it. She goes around her player, but the referee says no obstruction. Lacey there. And Field's going to have to come off. It's same shoulder by the looks of things. She seems like she's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, I think she did well to stay on after the first time she went down. So yeah, hopefully she's fine. And
Tackling players like Shannon Lacey will do bad things to your shoulder.
yeah, I'm glad I don't have to tackle Shannon. That's one thing. So yeah.
Hoyle plays it quick for Cudjoe. Lumley. Johnson making sure that she's not going to win the floor. And Marshall, slow. On for Marshall again. Rhiannon Marshall goes around Caitlin Beavers, but Beavers will not be beaten. Fantastic cover defence.
Yeah, brilliant there.
The numbers
by
are on.
Caitlin.
That one's drifted forward slowly. And the referee says no, and his
Brilliant
touch
defence
concurs. But Leeds survive. It's fifth and last. Need to watch God going herself. Roach drills it into the in goal. Booth. An unfortunate error is going to cost Leeds here.
Yeah, that's such a shame. Did brilliant to keep him out on the two goals before and just.
That's the thing, tiredness will do that to a team when you've got to try and track back from that far.
Yeah, players are out of position there, as we can see, but yeah, disappointing.
It's important now that Leeds don't shrink.
Yeah, it's still 15 minutes and we're still in 2 tries in it, so yeah, the girls just need to not get their heads down now. Still enough time to pull this back.
Garner taking over the kicking duties. Now's a good time to talk about a kicking, Sophie.
She's really good kick. Oh,
Too late.
I was too late.
So Castleford now leading by 10 points. 2 converted tries. 2 converted tries needed. We'll just see Ness Harriman on the far side getting warmed up.
Yeah, I think we'll be looking to switch the props up, give them a little breather. Going into the last 15, it's going to be tough for them.
And Hill pumps it towards touch. Eastwood there, met by Goldthorpe, and Goldthorpe's going to try and snatch it.
Yeah, I thought she was going to get it there.
Yeah, Kerrigan careering in there. And Lum wrapped up again by Kerrigan. Cudjoe for Stanley. Stanley steps. No way through though. Cudjoe for Lumley. Lumley carting it forward, able to find a front. And there's Garner for Hoyle. Met a front on again by Kerrigan. Such a strong tackler. Cudjoe for Roach. Roach just able to get that kick away. And Beavers does a good job of collecting that despite being in the motion of falling. Now here's Goldthorpe trying to bring it forward. Castleford desperately trying to contain Leeds. Nuttall goes wide looking for someone to step out. Lumley does step out, but she's able to cover the gap. Bennett, Anderson spots a gap! Anderson's through! She's not got support with her! Tara Stanley's going to try and snatch it here, but it's not going to happen. Danielle Anderson keeps hold. Leeds have got the momentum here. Amy Johnson taking it forward, looking for the gaps. The referee spots the offside, and Leeds have got some valuable field position here. Yeah. Another fantastic break from Danielle Anderson.
Brilliant. Just a shame we didn't have anyone on the shoulder of her, but yeah, another set of 6. Here we go.
It's on, and Laverick's there. Laverick looking for a second. Oh, that did not look like a good way to fall. She's fine though, it looked like she'd got the leg out. Frayne, Lacey. Lacey back onto her front. Bennett. Looks like Lacey's feeling the effects of a long stint here. Booth for the line! Oh. Desperately trying to atone. There's Bennett for Hill. Hill looking for space, finds Anderson. Anderson looking to get that ball away. Can't be many left on the tackle count here. Bennett will go right to Gaines. Gaines for Lacey, back to her feet. Shannon Lacey!
She got it down.
Nope, she's thrown it backwards. Beavers. Roach pins her to the deck. 5th and last. What have Leeds got here? Hill will dribble it through. That's played at. Yeah. That is played at, and Leeds will get it back.
I think Courtney was just enjoying a little rest then.
It's not often that you lay down on a rugby field and get a ball come back to you. Nuttall almost through. Bennett for Hill. Lacey. Surely something's got to give here. Beavers. Oh. You never want to go into a line with your ribs exposed, but Caitlin Beaver's absolutely fearless there. Hill, Gaines. Oh no, Lumley picks it off. And Gaines is trying to close down the gap. It's Garner. Garner got the read, and now the flow of the game changes yet again.
Yeah, it's a shame. He was looking on the front foot then, but...
And Gentles is going through here. Anderson just gets there. The referee's going to call it back. There's a Leeds player down in back play. It looks like Bennett.
Yeah,
referee's going to say play continues though. Bennett is in a lot of trouble in back play here. Hoyle into the line, and Hill does a fantastic job of keeping her out. Yeah. And the referee's now going to stop play. It's going to give Leeds a chance to make a change there for Bennett.
Yeah, I think we've got Sophie down as well in that far corner, so...
Yeah, we have.
Doing it tough on that defensive set.
It's impressive that Leeds have kept kept them out. Leeds haven't actually we've not made a change yet.
No, I don't think we have.
No, Allroyd is going to come on. Referee's saying play continues though, so Leeds defending with 11 in the line. And Anderson all over the top there. No, sorry, Lacey. Leeds able to make those changes now. Castleford have got numbers. And Castleford are into the corner here. Looks like this is going to be a foregone conclusion now.
Yeah, I think we did it tough on that set. I don't know how many players we've got down, but yeah, tough for the girls there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You've got Madison Laverick now coming over to that right wing. She started that set on the left, so she's covered the width of the field to get across there. When you're defending with 11 in the line, though, you've got no hope.
No, it's hard to do against any team, but Castleford, as we've seen, one of the best attacking teams in the comp, so it's always going to be a task for our girls, but hopefully we can get the numbers right on this set. Come again at them and hopefully show everyone what we've got about us in attack and hopefully not let Castleford in again. But yeah, it's just a shame there and it's disappointing for the girls.
Yeah, it's been this second half has been a real war of attrition and a lot of players out there feeling the effects of it.
Yeah, we knew it'd be tough. But yeah, we've had to do it hard, especially now with them 2 injuries. So last 10 minutes, we're going to have to do it tough. But I think our girls like doing it tough, so we'll put on a good show for the last 10 minutes here.
Stanley back on kicking duty. She misses though from that left side. So it's a 14-point ball game. Just a little over 8 minutes.
Yeah, I think time's running out in there. I think the time's just going to do us today. But never write off the girls, so you never know.
Yeah, it could well be a case of pride and damage control at this point, but you never know. If Courtney's had a lot of success getting that ball back off the tee.
Yeah, back any of these girls to score, so you never know. 2 tries in 8 minutes, possible.
And Hill will hook it to that side, and she gets it back again. 4 times today.
Brilliant.
So there, just the stadium announcer just letting everybody know 656 coming into Headingley today for this standalone women's fixture. It's a great attendance for the women's game, and the numbers are just getting better and better.
Yeah, it's so good to see. Like this season, it's taken off to another level compared to last season. Oh,
Gaines, she's going to try and go herself here. Hoyle laying on, making sure that there's no opportunity. Beavers, Hill for Allroyd. Hard and straight, those legs still pumping. Gaines, Hill for Anderson. Gotta say, Anderson's had one of the better games of her career today. She's really been influential out there.
She's so strong. She's just improving week on week. Yeah.
Green!
Nice.
Do not close the casket yet. There you see Hill just with that little catch and draw. And Elfrain finds her way through.
Such a good pass there.
Courtney Hill timing that one to perfection, but time is not her friend right now. Gonna have to get that on the tee very quickly and restart.
Yeah, we need as much time as we can get, so hopefully she slots this over as quick as she can.
That's the thing, even with the kick. 8 points.
Yeah. It's a tough ask for the girls now, but another try. I back us for that, and then you never know. We'll see how much time left we've got them.
Tell you what, if this is the first women's game you've watched, you've definitely picked a good one.
Yeah, I think it's just showcasing how good the women's game is at the minute. I think we're probably 2 of the best top teams in the comp, along with Saints. So yeah, if it's your first game, I hope you enjoy it and continue to watch us.
Hill misses. Two converted tries regardless is the ask.
In 5 minutes, tough. Big ask there, but I think it'll just be for the girls now, just to show that we can score and we can defend. So hopefully this last 5 will keep Cass out and just hopefully try and get a few more points if possible on the board.
Yeah. And the referee's called time off as well, so the clock in the top corner is just for sort of a little bit of a reference at where we're at in the game, so don't hold it gospel. Stanley is going to put that one wide and into the corner. And
A shame there. Good kick by Tara, so yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing there.
Yeah, Ness Harriman finding herself out on that one. But unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to Sophie now as she has to try and navigate the stairs of this stadium with a broken ankle. But thank you for coming on and joining me, Sophie.
No, I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going to limp myself back down before everyone starts moving. So, yeah, hopefully there's no more scores while I'm gone.
Yeah, so you get the joy of listening to me witter on to myself for
Thank
3
you.
minutes. See ya. So here we are, Castleford back with ball in hand, and they're not going to take any risks, and Roach will miss the drop goal. Could that be a Leeds lifeline? Prim back out there now for the Rhinos. Beavers to kick off this 7-tackle set. And Castleford desperately trying to avoid giving away penalties. Players screaming, get off. And Fran Goldthorpe again in search of a gap. She's got a fantastic step on her, Fran. There's gains for Prim. Prim bumps off Cudjoe, met by Hoyle and Lumley. Gains for Hill. Hill for Harriman. Harriman on for Beavers. Beavers gets a quick play, gives it on for Hill. Hill for Anderson. Hard and straight at Rhiannon Marshall. Trying to force that ball loose.
You're going to get penalised if you keep moaning about it.
Oldroyd backing in, making those few extra metres after contact. Now Tash Gaines. Out back for Hill. Hill's going to dribble it in. And Stanley's there. She steps away from Booth. Collected by Goldthorpe and Kerrigan though. And she's lost it. Leeds, it doesn't look likely that there's enough time left, but if Leeds pack the scrum here, there may be enough to salvage something. Gaines getting ready to feed the scrum. Looks like time's off at the minute. No, Leeds didn't fill the scrum, so time was still running. And now Beavers sweeping around, finds Laverick. Laverick looking for the corner. Gentles does a good job though. Ball going behind there, but referee says play on. Shannon Lacey just trying to find a way through. Gaines for Hill. Hill showing, trying to give to Prim. And Prim and Hoyle getting into it there. Danica Prim taking exception to that. Passion's just flaring over, boiling over a little bit, flaring up. Castleford will look to just see this set out and claim the win. Gentles just making it to just shy of a 20. Hoyle looking for Prim. Danica Prim looking for Hoyle and vice versa. Lacey. Hoyle feeling the effects of that contact. Slow, met by Lacey there. Few late retreaters. Marshall. Roach will just look to drill this towards touch. If it's going to make it, it's not. And Gentles is herring after it, and Laverick gets there. And Beavers looking for space in and around the play of the ball. Dodd wrapping her up. Beavers looking like she might have lost that there, but Leeds getting away. Frayne met by Dodd again. Tash Gaines, Courtney Hill pops it up for Danielle Anderson. Being absolutely tireless in the forward pack today, putting a real good account of herself. And now Hill again. And Hill looking to go herself. And Prim, Gaines putting boot to ball. That ball sits up, but Roach will take it. Georgia Roach trying to wriggle free. Laverick there. That's the end of the game. Castleford leave Emerald Headingley with a 36-26 win. Well deserved and a good account from both sides.
Full-time Emerald Headingley, Leeds Rhinos 26, Castleford Tigers 36.
So there we are. Full-time whistle goes. Leeds coming up short on the day, but not through lack of trying. You see, this was the first try of the half. Rhiannon Marshall getting wide, putting Maisie Lum into the corner with a very good offload. Lum doing a great job of staying infield. And then Marshall going out to Roach, and Roach just slipping through the gap, pushing Castleford further out. And this one becoming the bone of contention. Stanley. And then out to Lum, and big questions as to whether ball was grounded first or ball hit whitewash, but regardless of the fact, the try stands and had no bearing on the final result. And then Courtney Hill clawing us back in range with a superb try. And then the unfortunate killer blow there. Booth unable to gather it in, and Marshall getting a second try of the game. Then ball going wide. Dodd on for Marshall, and then out for Lacey Owen. Leeds looking like we might had some time to claw it back. It wasn't to be on the day as Elframe went over for the last try of the game. 36-26. Thank you to everybody that tuned in and everybody that came to the game. I've been Matthew Wright, and I hope to see you at the next game.